Hello, YouTube. Oh, I've frozen. Look at me. Oh, you see me? See me? Woo. My PC is fucked. We're back again, guys. I don't know what round we're in. I don't want to know what round we're in. Either way, it's been going for too long. Qualifying's already started. And yet again, guys, no Chetty this week, so we can all be absolutely delighted. We'll just we'll show what is going on. Yeah, we're here in Canada. The mystery track, which everyone knew about a week ago. Because all you bitches are like, well, I don't want to race if it's a mystery track. Grow the fuck up. I'm sick of the people in this league. I'm sick of the league. Jelly Death this week, which was a real positive for the league. That kid is such an annoying little rat. And you know me, I like to give everyone a chance. And there were times where I thought, oh, Jelly's alright. And there was other times where I was thinking about a stay at home. What do you call it? I'm going to call it a work from home circumcision. That's what I'm going to call it. But he's gone now, so no circumcision for me, luckily. Everyone hates Pete, by the way. Hope you guys like my moustache. It might be a bit wonky. I don't know. It's difficult to. Am I straight? It might. I don't know. It's difficult, but I was thinking about really going all out and doing that, but I think we'll save that for next week. Hope you guys are happy. Who is this guy? That's my boyfriend. But yeah, I'm delighted to be here, guys. And it's going to be another thrilling... Oh, someone's been disqualified. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, 14 drivers today. Now, this is Division 1, and we got a question, are these Division 1 drivers? I'd say about 10 of them are not Division 1, and even if they are Division 1, they are not to the required standard. Arsenal boy is already leaving the session, so good start from him after being disqualified. That is one of the best starts to quali I have ever seen from a particular driver. Bexley on 60 Huzzah has gone provisional pole with a 12.865. And I'm going to tell you now, guys, that is fucking awful. I don't even need to know what the actual lap should be, but I just know that it is terrible. And this guy has got absolutely nothing to write home about. And there we go, Rafael Fisioterapia. How the fuck am I meant to say that name? He's just being called Raf from now on. As the William boys get their laps in early, 10.3, 10.4, taking the front row of the grid so far. Obviously that will not stay because critical skills is pretty much guaranteed to be about P5, P6 at an absolute push. And Sketchy Crib, they could do it, to be fair. There's not really anyone good anymore, so Sketchy Crib could be up there. A Warman really sets the benchmark though, with his tiny little legs on his pedals. A 109.723. That's a lap from Oliver Warman. This X button is fucked. We'll go for the leader. Who else is driving around? Peter Taplin is on a lap, and he's got a Williams car in front of him. Now, just make sure there's no illegal tow going on here, because the stewards aren't fans of that. Oh, no, if anything, the Williams looks like he was kind of getting in the way, so shout out to that Williams. All right on board with Pete here through the final chicane. So difficult to get right, but easy to get wrong, and he's absolutely nailed that. There's a great chicane from Peter O'Taplin. Up to the line, he's gonna go provisional pole! Okay, that really shows the standard here, guys. Everyone is fucking awful. Pete has just put it on provisional pole. What is going on? When was the last time Pete took a pole? I think it was probably back in Monaco when I spunked all over myself with a bottle of water. One of the best DRL clips of all time, if I do say so myself. Ted Warrior approaching the end of his lap, really burning that battery. He's going to struggle on the last bit of run up to the line. He's going to have absolutely no battery, not even hitting 200 miles per hour. And he's left his battery on in the corner. Yeah, that's stunk. That was fucking appalling. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. That was appalling. Meanwhile, here goes Chetty. A big... How tall do you think Chetty is? I really get tall vibes from him, you know. I get like 6'2" vibes. something I need to find out from Che. I'm going to be so sad if he's like 5'6", because it would just be such like a stereotype, like just a little short Indian kid who's just really annoying. But he is about a mile wide of the apex of turn 4 there. Bit chatty, so we'll let him off. Jay, if you could just let us know in the chat how tall you are. Because got a lot of people DMing me as we speak saying, yeah, how tall is Chetty? He's 6 foot, says Pete. Okay, that's a bit boring. I was hoping it was going to go one way or the other, like either really tall or really small, but I guess we'll have to take it. Yeah, we'll continue on with Chetty as he enters the final sector, coming down a big straight. He's got lots of battery to burn. He's not burning it though. Why is he not burning his battery? Oh, he gets a bit too much curb into the entry and he hits the wall ever so slightly. Up to P5, he could have done better than that. I don't know why he wasn't burning his battery. That was weird. What about Kingspin? Kingspin's not left himself much battery at all for the final sector. Through the long hairpin. And he's done that rather nicely. Newton's about to start a lap. Penguin is coming to the third sector, and Runner Muckluck is also about to finish his lap. What Runner Muckluck can do, the winner in Division 2 last week, and I think he got like P3 in Division 1, up to P3 again. Not bad. What about Kingston? What can he do? Oh, snatches it from Petey. And Petey will not be happy about that. He will be crying in that cockpit. How dare you take it away from Peter Taplin? He's such a fun-loving guy, and you know, when you're in the presence of Pete, you just feel so cosy and warm. He just wraps you up in his big arms and gives you a kiss on the forehead and tells you everything's going to be okay. But never mind that. We'll see what Sketchy Crib can do. Oh, really nailing. Oh, no, I was going to say, really nailed that chicane. Absolutely perfect on track limits. But then the car stepped out, did not like being fondled by the cockpit driver inside of the cockpit. Well, that's Critical Skills, the Sketchy Crib teammate. He is 200ths up through Sector 1. But he is just finding himself 8 attempts down on provisional pole so far. He might be able to get a cheeky toe from his teammate, who is up ahead. Just seeing if he is going to slow down. It doesn't look like it. Someone's just popped up. Newton Killer just slides up into P4. Skills finding a bit more time, nearly 2 attempts up now. As Runner Muckluck has now managed to get a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Kingspin. I'm not really sure he's done that. He's in the pit lane, for God's sake. How the fuck's he done that? Anyway, let's stay on board with Critical Skills as he comes through the final chicane. Really cutting that on entry, but the game says play on. Advantage to the Williams car, up to the line. Oh, not bad, not bad. Nearly half a second improvement. Up into P4. Up into P4 he goes, and his teammate could not find any time because he cannot keep his car on the track and instead wanted to hit the barrier. And I don't look like anyone's really up to much other than Vexy on 60 Hazard. Like I said earlier, that original time was not going to be the pole time, and boy was I right. God, I'm so smart. As he turns into the final chicane, he's invalidated though. He will have to kill himself when he gets home tonight. But yeah, 14 drivers on the grid, probably 13 because Arsenal boys rage quit like a little bitch that he is. Classic. That's what you expect from an Arsenal fan, really, isn't it? But he should be used to not winning stuff. So, oh, Vexy retires on track. So that's a quali ban, lad. Fucking pedo. So yeah, now down to 12 runners. A couple of new boys here this week, and we mentioned earlier, Rafael Fisioterapia. I'm just going to call him Raph from now on, because that is a ridiculous name, and I'm not about to pronounce that. If he's lunging it down the inside of someone to take the lead of the race, he is now Raph from now on. Oh yeah, Raph. Oh, Vexy's left the session. What a little bitch. Not my fault you dog shit the game, buddy. Is that Curtis? I feel that's Curtis. Oh god, he called me this morning. He called me. I'm just on. Well, I'm asleep because I'm a fucking bum. He's called me like 10:30 in the morning. Oh, bro. Don't call me at any time. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to people. Fuck off. Literally, I only talk to people when I'm playing games. Other than that, I don't want to talk to anyone. You get me? Just leave me alone, guys. Where was I? I don't know. Oh, we're here with Rap anyway, who's currently 2 seconds down on provisional pole. Hopefully he can sort that out. Penguin Jelly 498. That is the new Penguin. We've got a bit of a Penguin rivalry going on. I don't know if Penguins often have beef with one another. I don't think they do. Oh, Raf's made a mistake. But yeah, Penguin new to the league. But possible Div 2 driver. We'll see how he gets on. And Josh Bahut 0-0, who is again struggling. It's kind of close to the front, you know. Top 7, 8 tenths. Sketchy Crib can probably go faster than that. Chetty is really mid, guys. I can't lie. I don't think I'll even show up to a race tomorrow just to give him a chance. It doesn't matter what you do, Chetty cannot win a race to save his life. It's getting kind of embarrassing. And point proven there. He can't even keep his car from hitting the barrier. He found 4 attempts through Sector 1 though. Pretty could have found about 5 or 6 if he could actually steer his car properly. Hey, I don't want to be negative about it. He's trying his best. My advice, never play Call of Duty with this bozo. He is actually no, do play it because... what the fuck was that? Yeah, I'm not surprised he lost time in the second sector. Fucking hell, man. You're racing with traction control. Just drive the corner. Right, mate, the standard of league racing is absolutely abysmal. But, you know, we are looking forward to... Well, actually... Oh, good chicane. Nice and speedy by Chetty. He should gain some time. Can he get to P7? He can. But, oh, no, not for long though. Sketchy Crib puts his cock on the table and announces himself. Provisional power 109.544. Well done, Sketchy Crib. That's a great lap from him. PT Taplin is on an out lap, so he may have something to say shortly. Hopefully he does. But Chetty's still not really in amongst the front runners. You know, 2 attempts off runner muck luck, but he's gone for 2 runs now, and I don't think these other guys have. Well, some of them have, some of them haven't. Let's ride on board with a Peter Taplin lap and really break down the lap for you guys using my expert analysis. Pete, not with full battery coming into the lap. Not too sure what that's really all about. That's going to cost him probably a tenth or so. Just wasting time, really. I don't know. Coming down to turn 1. You want to stay off the grass, but try to get over to the right as far as you can. Clip the inside curve. But again, don't take too much, otherwise you're going to invalidate. And Pete does quite nicely through the first 3 corners. And again, really tough chicane. Can so easily cut that opening right-hander and take too much curve. And that would have been invalidation, but Pete does a very good job. Now, a much easier chicane, but easy to lose time. You've got to try and get as close to the curves as you can. And Pete could have done a better job through the second part of the chicane. But not a terrible lap so far from the young PT Taplin. Another fast chicane. Easy to cut the first part of it, but he doesn't do it. Loads of corner cut opportunities around here. I say opportunities, it's not really an opportunity. Pete is flying. Terrible hairpin though. He just couldn't get the car turned in. He tried to turn, the car said, no way, Jose. But he is still well up on his time. This could be a phenomenal lap from Peter Taplin. 3.5 minutes remain of the session. This could be his final lap. I'm not too sure. He might have fueled for 2 runs. Through the final chicane, he comes down. Oh, makes a big mess of the chicane. He may actually have lost all time he had. As he backed off. He backed off. He was that embarrassed by the chicane. He had to back off. He knew how poor that was. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him. And now, just behind him, he's got Kingspin, who's on a fast lap. And he needs to get out of Kingspin's way. Interesting way to get out of the way, huh? Oh. That is the best way I've ever seen someone move out the way of someone on a flying lap. No one clicked that. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Right, anyway. Kingspin, he just needs 16 thousandths of a second to reclaim provisional pole. Not the greatest chicane though from him. He's trying to get some slipstream off the McLaren, but I don't really know why. It looked like it lost him time if anything. I wasn't actually... What did the split say? I think it's plus 2 tenths. Yeah, not a great lap so far from Kingspin. And again, no battery to work with down this straight. Not reaching 200 miles per hour, which I think he should. Oh no, he comes into the pit. Wow, that's going to be close if he wants to try to get back out again. I don't know if he's going to be able to. I don't know if he even wants to be honest. Right, here we go. Sketchy Crib, our current pole sitter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see that from a mile off. He wasn't ready to turn. He needs to correct a bit more to the right, but he wasn't prepared for it. And he's going to back off. He's going to try and recharge that battery again in time. And it's possible he may be able to do so. Will Kingspin get out? I think that is him driving out right now. No, it's McLaren. Is that Chetty? Yeah, that is Chetty coming out. Where is Kingspin? I'm pretty sure the Red Bull garage is to the left, so I can't actually see it. Kingspin needs to be coming out pretty much now. Peter Taplin has just joined the session. He's so unlucky. He could have been challenging for pole, but it looks like it will not be his day. He has been robbed by connectivity issues. Newton, I think, he just went up to P5, so just a place behind his teammate. At the moment, Sketchy Crib just have to worry about a Warman, Critical Skills, and not really Chetty, to be honest, let's be honest. Sorry, Chetty. Here comes Kingspin out of the pits now. Look, it would take an absolute monster effort for him to somehow get a lap in, but let's see what Sketchy Crib can do. Can he find a bit more time? He's down through Sector 1, a 10th down. So not the greatest start for him. Warman, meanwhile, preparing his final lap of the session. Can Sketchy Crib find some time through Sector 2, maybe? Hits the chicane properly this time, no corner cutting. What we prefer to see. Through Sector 2. He's 100th up, so very, very minimal time, but still time nonetheless. And he needs to send this into the final chicane, burning the battery out of the corner, turns it off and then burns it again. Don't want to burn it too hard though, otherwise you will start to lose some straight line speed when the numbers get low. The Sigurd retires from the session. Sketchy Crib, beautiful through that chicane, absolutely marvellous. What can he do? Up to the line, he doesn't improve. He does not improve. Kingspin nowhere near saying a lap. What about Oliver Warman? Little legs Ollie, can he do it? Can he snatch pole position away from Sketchy Crib? I don't think anyone else is going to be in the running. Critical Skills, outside chance, you never know. Chetty is terrible at the game in all aspects. The Warman, a 10th up through Sector 1, 2 tenths through Sector 2. He just needs to not bottle this final sector, and he is surely bringing home pole position for the Kicksauber boys. DRS open, a good amount of battery to play with. Not burning it though yet. He's actually happy to keep hold of it. I would have burned at least 10% there. Just let the car know you are intending to drive fast through the final chicane. Again, there comes the battery. DRS open, up to the line. He gets it. Gets it by 10th. Just about nicks it from Sketchy Crib. I thought he had bottled it at the end. But no, he just about hangs on. Lost a 10th through that final sector. What about Chetty? Can he find maybe P7 on the grid? He improves, but not enough to gain a position. And there we go. Oliver Warman with the final lap of the session. Nicks pole position. Says, thank you very much, Sketchy Crib. I will be molesting you and your family today. And Sketchy Crib has just got to sit there and take it. Like the good little child he is. I forgot. 5-pay grid penalty for running Muckluck and Kingspin. So that will see Kingspin drop to P7 and Runner Muckluck to P12. So obviously Kingspin will retain one position because of the 5th place to Runner Muckluck. So Chetty going up to P6. PT Taplin, the Ferrari boys will lock out the second row. Great quality for the Ferrari boys. I'll tell you what, Pete definitely had potential there. He had potential to put that on pole. Really unlucky that his internet has been purchased through, I don't know. Oh, that looks a bit cloudy. There's just, something tells me when he goes to install the game, it comes up saying this will take 24 hours to install, which is super unfortunate for him. But I'll be rooting for Pete. I'm rooting for him to bring home some solid points for the Ferrari boys. And he had a great race last week. What was it, P2? P3? Pete really turning a corner this week. Or, well, the last couple of weeks. And a coincidence that everyone here is shit? I think not. Pete is just that guy. Seeing what everyone is opting for. And those clouds, guys, they look ominous. They look scary and terrifying. Is there going to be rain in this race? I don't know, because I'm in the comms box. And this game is shit and has no kind of spectator mode or whatever. Could rain, whatever. It's just shit. The game's shit. I hate the game. I think we're about 2 months off from the next game, guys. So, Season 10. I think I spoke about it last week. I can't remember. I speak a lot of shit during these. Why'd you delete his message? Nightbot, be nice. Vamos, Brazil. Was the deleted message. Don't worry. Rafael Pistilia. I've got you, buddy. Let me know if my pronunciation is good there. I'm pretty sure it was. What time are we going at? What time? Everyone check in. Where are we? Hold 26. Oh, so we're about to go any second now. Can Ollie Warman lead off the start and control this race? Just reading through some of the deleted messages. Kingsford says something about Pakistanis. It's never a good thing. Probably a good thing that got deleted. Yeah, we're just going to sit in silence whilst we wait for the race to get started. A couple of medium runners at the front. Everyone medium or hards. No one opting for the softs. At the front three, all mediums. Oh no, Sketchy Crib's gone for the hards at the last second. What a sneaky boy. 5 red lights. Come on for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's round 12. I don't know. Oh, bloody hell. The lights go out and a Warman has got off to a great start. He will comfortably lead into turn 1. Kingspin having a little look-see at his booksy. Down the inside. He's been spun. Arsenal boys is round. And I think Tem Warrior got caught up in all that as well. Kingspin just putting his nose where it perhaps just didn't quite belong. And Runner Muckluck struggling to drive his car, even though he's going about 4 miles per hour. I should have been on pole, said Pete. No, I didn't see that. And Rafael Physiotherapia saying, I just want to survive. Haha. Well, you've done a good job so far, buddy. You're up in P9 with a seconds margin to Vexy on 60 Hz, who's actually an AI. Fuck, Vexy on 60 Hz. Warman with a good opening lap so far, nearly breaking DRS, will be activated next lap and will be available for use in Sector 2. Looks like Sketchy Crib perhaps running a lower wing than Oliver Warman, gaining some time down the straight as Josh Bahoon already managing to pick up 3 seconds, as Rafael Physiotherapia. Yeah, don't forget, Sketchy Crib also opting for the hard tyres. So Warman going to have the advantage in the corners as well. And Pete all over the back of Sketchy Crib. And there goes another 3 second penalty. Wow, guys, three 3 second penalties. And we're not even halfway through that too. That is impressive. Sketchy Crib will not have DRS. Everyone else in the top 8 will. Rafael Physiotherapia trying to get onto the back of the top 8. Just a couple tenths off. But if he can have it. Oh, VFC. Oh, Tem Warriors found himself in the wall. Oh, nightmare. Absolute nightmare for Tem Warrior. No front wing on that car now. And virtual safety car is out. Now we're looking for who is going to do something stupid and speed. As VFC gets restarted again. Warman has. The gap should not be that big. It should come down a lot more when VSC does end. But Sketchy Crib may have left a lot of time on his delta. I can't actually see it. No, it won't. That's not showing me exactly delta. He is starting to close back up again. Run amok like into the... Well, that seemed... What the fuck have I just watched? Arsenal boys with a suspicious pit entry there. Not too sure about that one. That looked like it was possibly an attempt to bring out a real safety car. Stewards will have to have a look at that one. And DRS now enabled as VSC does end. No one speeds. That is what we like to see. And Sketchy Crib perhaps gained a couple ticks on Warman on the VSC restart. Peter Taplin, who I was fully expecting to do something retarded, has not done something retarded yet. Great to see. Well done, Pete, for holding that retardation inside. Can he get the move done for P2 on Sketchy Crib here? Sketchy Crib starts to flash his battery, letting Pete know that he is available for discreet, intimate sex. As Pete flies by, and will take P2. Sketchy Crib not fighting that one. He won't have DRS again, but he will be fine to Newton behind him, just a bit too far back. Some protection round here. You get on the back straight, you get on the pit straight as well. Why not, says Michael Massey. And the top six, all within DRS of each other. Warman lost his advantage because Pete got a bit of a slingshot onto the back of Oliver Warman. And now, Sketchy Crib needs to do his best at sticking with ITAP in that 18. Run him up with the new fastest lap of the race on those fresh mediums that he has put on his car. There's my telemetry then. Keeping a close eye on Arsenal boys, because he seems to be a bit suspicious. That pit entry, I don't think I've ever seen someone miss a gap fucking massive, like 3 times their car, and somehow miss the... Yeah, I don't think that was... That seemed a bit suspicious to me. Sketchy Crib just about holding on to DRS yet again. This is big laps from Sketchy Crib, just clinging on in there, whilst his hards are the slower tyre compared to the mediums. And Pete, oh, so early on for getting a 3-second time penalty. But am I surprised? No. He just cannot keep his car within the white lines. And speaking of white lines, I'm a big fan of white lines. But the taste it leaves, really weird. That's just my personal opinion. Everyone else might disagree with me. 3 sector 1 we come now. It's now Newton who's kind of struggling to hold something. I don't know. I need to read more books so I can say more cool words. The boys picking up another 3-second penalty. Now up to 6 seconds, and this has been... It's been a bittersweet day for the Alfa Romeo Stout Kick Sauber cars, as they are leading the race and also in last. It's a bit like F1 Esports, where you've got Thomas Ronhard at the front and then his teammates being retarded at the back. By the way, Thomas Ronhard, a actual terrorist based on how he drives. Congrats to Jana Watmir on his 3rd title. Used to race in DRL. The league just became a bit too quick for him and he had to step away. He just couldn't keep up with the likes of Arsenal boys 101. He's got a 10-second penalty for corner cutting now. Oh, we'll just go. Interesting line through the hairpin there. Not one I've seen before, but hopefully it serves him well. And now he's going to give us a little spin. Spins back again. He's going to weave his wheel. Let everyone know that he is okay. He is happy in his cockpit. He's just retarded. Bless his cotton little socks. Hopefully he finds some kind of purpose out there. Yeah, his tyres are probably kicked at this point. And he's going to come into the pit lane now. Probably time to retire now, buddy, because... Yeah, he has retired. Probably for the best. So down to 12 runners now. Newton actually getting past Sketchy Crib. We'll go back to the interesting stuff at the front. Run amok like picking up, I think that's another 3 seconds. Pete, I don't know if he got a bad run or what just happened there. I don't know if he let Newton through. Not too sure about that, but yeah, Newton now up into P2. Warman retaking the lead of the race. Can he nail the chicane? No, he cannot. He couldn't get the turn in correct for the left-hander. So he will have people DRSing behind him. And Chase still holding on. Doing the Division 2 boys proud. Keeping up with Division 1 boys. Just about. Further behind, we've got Penguin Jelly. Just driving around on these hard tyres. Rafael Pisioteliapa got Josh Bahut behind him. And Kingston down in 10th. Not where he would want to be. Oh, safety car's out. Oh. Oh, safety car's out. Well, there we go then, guys. Safety car is out. Are the medium runners going to pit? Oliver Warman says yes, please, to a free pit stop. Pete, don't speed. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, it looks like all the medium runners coming in early for their pit stop. See if Josh Bahut does the same. Josh Bahut will do the same. Kingspin will not, though. The Kingspin trying to get a bit of track position. Maybe not the worst idea from him. I don't know, actually. Is he going to beat Warman out? I think, no, Warman, obviously you pretty much cut 1 and 2 when you emerge from the pit lane. So Warman stayed in P5, not bad at all for him. Ryder Mucklux managed to speed under the safety car and then do that pit entry. He has retired from the session, probably for the best. So down to 11 drivers we are now on lap 8. They're falling like flies that fall a lot. Never really understood that saying because flies don't tend to fall. But, you know, it is what it is. Rafael Pisioteliapa in P6 at the moment. Got Kingsman behind him. The only man on mediums, the only man who was on mediums and decided not to pit with this safety car. So we're approaching territory. Well, actually, Bexy isn't in the race. So, guys, you finish the race, you get points. Sparky punching the air right now, thinking I should have raced. Because this could have been more points for him. He could have extended his championship lead over Finn Evans. Shout out to Finn Evans, by the way. Missing him every day. Haven't seen him race in such a long time. We just miss him. We miss the quality he brings to the league. Yeah, now we're just gonna reflect on scuba diving's gay, guys. Scuba diving is gay. If you go scuba diving, you're either a fag or gay. If you agree with me, don't say anything. But yeah, fuck anyone that ever went scuba diving, particularly in the last 48 hours. Not a big fan of scuba divers. And scuba diving in Asia as well. Just, no, fuck off. You're a cunt if you do that. Disclaimer, nothing wrong with being gay. But there is something wrong with being a fag. You watch... if you don't understand, just watch the South Park fag episode. Yeah, guys, I've just got... I start my new job in 28 days' time. Handed in my notice yesterday. I made it super cool, as you can expect. And turns out my notice is actually 1 month long. So I get paid for a few extra days. But yeah, I'm just chilling, so... I'm pretty fucking bored. But, you know, we've been doing this for 6 months now. Just waiting at home to be free from my prison sentence. But, you know, they couldn't lock me up because I am the goat. You can't lock up goats. Not in a human prison anyway. And I said to them, like, who's going to do DRL commentary? And they said, yeah, that's right, you can't do DRL commentary from prison. That's not a thing. So yeah, that's why they didn't put me in prison. Not because I didn't do it, I did do it. But anyway, the restart, Newton's actually done a very good job of the restart. Sketchy Crib caught napping a bit, so I'm possibly reading him a bedtime story through the first couple of corners, closed the gap up quite nicely. Newton Killer, who was threatening to run away, has not run away to Asia, just like her. Missing her every day, guys. Every single day, don't forget. Oliver Warman getting the move done on Penguin Jelly on those fresh hard tyres. This is the man we need to watch out for. He is on a mission today. He is driving around on those hard tyres. And Penguin Jelly might just fight him back though, you know. He had a little look, but he said, no, I'm going to be a nice penguin. And I'm just going to back out of it on this occasion. Now, can Warman start making more moves with these tyres? 3 ahead, also on hards, but on 7 lap older hard tyres. He's got Chetty up next, so he will fancy a move on him for sure. Peter Taplin now looking at Kingspin, and Critical Skills may just follow him through. Kingspin struggling on those mediums, possibly the wrong move to stay out. Will Kingspin try hold it down the inside? No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it, and that is probably for the best. That would have been absolute terrorism if he had held it. But I probably would have enjoyed it. Pete actually getting the move done on Raphael now, and Critical Skills going to follow him through, is he? Has a look down the inside. Raphael defends it well. Raphael Physiotherapy doing a good job of keeping Critical Skills behind, and this is Costa. Oh my god, they could keep it out of nowhere! What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? He just got a rocket launcher attached to the back of his car. He just went, fucking hell. That's brilliant. He'll drive out of that corner from Kingspin. And this will be frustrating Critical Skills. Not only has he not got past Big Rappers, but Kingspin's now also found his way past. Rappers going to go for a move on Kingspin. Oh no, they touch. They touch. Neither make the corner. And Rappers neither found the wall, but they were bloody close. And that is disaster for Rappers. And a bit more, not quite a disaster for Kingspin, but more unnecessary carnage for him in this race. Such a shame. But Critical Skills will be licking his big old chop saying, thank you very much. I'll have another one of those, please. He moves into P7. Just running on board with Pete, seeing how he is getting on, closing the gap to Penguin Jelly. Penguin Jelly already falling off the top 4. Or is he? He's just about sticking on in there. So he will, I think he will have DRS to defend on the next straight from Critical Skills. Warman actually having a little look at Chetty down the inside. Chetty going to fight it all the way. Turns to the outside, and I think, oh, bit of wheel bang in there. Chetty saying, no, this is my corner shot. And Chetty unleashes the full power of his car and holds on to P3, not letting it go without a fight. And I don't think Warman was expecting that. I don't think I was either. Peter Taplin now joining up with the rest of the top 5. Newton would have broken DRS, but unfortunately, detection point was a couple corners ago and was in the 1 second mark, so Sketchy Crib will drive right onto the back of him yet again. So close to breaking away there. And meanwhile, Warman still having to settle for P4, but he's going to turn on the battery, and Chetty really not letting him through, elbows out all the way. And Warman needs to charge that battery up, because if he had some battery there, he could have made the move stick rather easily. And Chetty is just a roadblock at the moment. He does not give a fuck. Peter Taplin got a little look into turn 4 maybe. No, he's not. Penguin Jelly picks up a 3-second penalty though. Ah, Penguin. What are we going to do with you? All this fight between Warman and Chetty. Chetty has nearly dropped out the 1 second mark, but he has not yet. Will have DRS for this straight. Warman will as well. He's hugging his rear wing, switches to the inside, fakes it. And he is pushing Chetty through these corners now. Pete picks up another 3-second penalty. Pete, you're in fucking traffic. Why are you corner cutting? Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, Chetty will now have DRS now to defend the onslaught from Warman. Pete slides up the inside of the hairpin as well. So Chetty could be in trouble from both the hard runners who have pit. Here goes Warman. DRS open. Doesn't really have any battery to work with though. He's going to go to the outside. Chetty's going to fend it off on the inside. They go side by side, and Warman has to back out. More good driving from Chetty, but Warman will get the run on him. Here goes Penguin, though, trying to slip on the inside. Pete goes to the outside. Warman going to defend the inside, and Chetty loses 3 positions in the end. Oh, no, he doesn't. No, Penguin. Can Penguin get it? Penguin on the outside. Chetty goes to the inside line. Chetty defends it, though. And Chetty down to P5, but holds on from Penguin, who is racing. Penguin now round the outside, going to have another little look. Will have DRS, a bit of contact. Penguin squeezes on by, though. Both have DRS now. Who's got the better straight line speed? It looks like it's going to be Penguin on this occasion. Penguin burns. Penguin gets the move done for P5. And all that squabbling, they've dropped away from the top 4. Warman now needs to get on his bike and get after Sketchy Crib and Newton Killer, who are most likely just working together right now, or if they're not, they should be, just trying to get as much pace as they can from these hard tyres. They will have another pit stop to come. I say another, they haven't pit once yet. Now you've got to wonder, these guys who have pit on that safety car, will they need to pit again? As Chetty gets past Penguin Jelly. Penguin Jelly, though, good drive out the corner. And I thought he was going to get him back, but no, not quite on this occasion. But here comes Critical Skills, ready to get involved for the fight for P5. He is on fresh tyres compared to these two. I was going to say Vexy just overtook Kingspin, which is embarrassing, but no, Kingspin pit. Kingspin, big mistake on the strategy, I believe. He's had a few incidents, but also just should have pit for those hards on that safety car. Didn't do it, and now he is paying the price. Critical Skills actually got past Penguin whilst I was commentating over that. And Peter Taplin, I don't think he's going to DR. Oh no, he will. The section is that. That is big for Peter Taplin. Right, Critical Skills. Can he get past Chetty down this back straight? 7.5 tenths, but he will have DRS. He'll be quite an ask, I think. Just get some good drive out this corner. 6 tenths, maybe not on this straight, but I think he can do it on the backs, on the pit straight. No, never mind. He is flying. Chetty defends, not really, just kind of moved his car over to the left. Critical Skills goes through. Will have DRS yet again. Now Penguin might get a little look and run on Chetty. Moves to the inside. Chetty trying to squeeze him as much as he can. Penguin sends it down the inside. Leaves Chetty the racing room. Will have the better run out of the corner, you would think. And there we go. Penguin gets the move done on Chetty as well now. These two are going to have a real fight on their hands. Oh, Penguin gets another 3-second penalty. I think that's 9 seconds. On track. Oh, 6 seconds. On track, they're going to have a good fight for P6. In terms of actual race position after, it's going to be Chetty wins it. Right, top 4 now. Separated by about 7-8 tenths. 2 Ferrari boys. This is looking like a stellar drive for them. And Warman actually gets good drive out of chicane. And he's going to go down the inside into the hairpin. Didn't expect to see that move. I don't think Sketchy Crib did either. But he's made it stick, and Oliver Warman is on a mission. Oh, everybody, here comes Sketchy Crib though. He comes back at Ollie Warman, both with DRS. But Sketchy Crib maybe with the lower wing of the two. And he will take back P2. I mean, Ollie Warman just needs to charge that battery. People aren't doing a good enough job. Pete into the pit. What is that? Why is he pit? What? Pete was looking good for P2. Possibly even the race win. He was going to be up there with... Actually, no, he wasn't. He got penalty. Why is he Pete? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Look, I'm not in charge of this guy. I don't know what he's doing most of the time. I don't think he knows what he's doing most of the time. Abysmal driving, as you'd expect. Nothing abysmal. I don't know. Right, back to the front though. Newton, Warman and Sketchy now the fight for the lead. Warman, just charge your fucking battery, mate. Sketchy Crib picks up a 3-second penalty. That could be big in his fight with Newton Killia. Let's have a little look at one warning there. So one warning for Newton. What about Warman? 1, 2. Oh, Warman 1 away. What about critical skills? 2 warnings. That might have been for collisions though. So he's got at least 1, possibly 2 critical skills. Kind of dropped Penguin Jelly. Penguin's doing a very good job, and Penguin's actually dropped Chetty as well. But Chetty getting absolutely dunked on right now. What we'd love to see. Petey having a little look on Josh Bahoo, and he will get that move done. Wahoo! He doesn't have DRS though. Not too sure that's happened. Could be a problem for Pete. When we reach the back straight, Josh Bahoo could follow him back through. Even though he is on the fresher tyres. 4.5 tenths. Pete goes massively deep. Almost hits the wall, and I think it caught Josh Bahoo out as well. He looked a bit confused on his own line. Penguin Jelly picking up another 3 seconds. That is 9 seconds for him. Warman looks to be taking the lead at the front of the pack. Josh Bahoo, can he get this done into turn 1 maybe? He's messed up that... Well, he hasn't messed up. He's just cut the corner quite badly. That will definitely be a warning. Cuts to the outside of Peter Taplin. And should get the move done. Pete's going to try hold it around the outside. That's insane from Pete. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Pete spotted the gap and he just stuck his nose in and had a little sniff and said, you know what, I will take this gap. Great from Pete. And Josh Bahoo gets another 3-second penalty. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't think Pete was going to pull it off, but Josh Bahoo, yeah, well, jar ever so slightly, and Pete, like a little kitty cat, just came sliding in, meowing. He just popped on in, and he takes the position, and now he's up. Oh, what the fuck's happened to Josh Bahoo? He's made a mistake somewhere, I think. Is his car okay? I think his car's okay. Yeah, his car looks okay. That would have hurt his pride, just being absolutely darily dunked on by Peter Taplin like that. I enjoyed that move significantly. Rael Fitiatiliapa. Not too sure why he's down in 11th now. I thought he was a bit higher than that. Oh wait, no, he got involved in a scrap with Kingston, didn't he? But if he carries on, oh fucking hell, Pete, you're shit, mate. If he carries on though, he's gonna get point. Yeah, he'll get a point, so that'll be good for him. The real question here, we know Newton and Sketchy Crib are going to pit again. Does Warman need to pit? Hopefully he does, otherwise I'm going to kill myself watching the rest of this race. Penguin Jelly, by the way, doing a very, very good job at staying with critical skills. Despite being on 7-lap older tyres, yellow flag further back. Can't have been Vexy, because Vexy's not in his car, but I don't really see who else it could have been. Rael Fitiatiliapa into the pit lane for a set of medium tyres. Now he's going to drive super fast on them. Let's see what the penalty situation is saying. So Pete on 9 seconds, like the rookie he is. Penguin Jelly also on 9 seconds, but we'll let him off because he seems like a nice guy. And I swear Sketchy Crib's actually fallen off. Oh, he's now on 6. What the fuck just happened? I'm so confused. Like, it seemed like 3 different penalty people. Oh my. So Josh Bahoo, Skills also got it. Sketchy Crib got it. How the fuck did he get? He got 2 3-second penalties in the space of a lap. And Penguin Jelly added to his 9 seconds, and he's now up to 12. Yeah, this. Oh, Josh Bahoo retired. Oh, I thought he was crashed. He hasn't. There's no free position for Rafael Fitiatiliapa. Josh Bahoo clearly had enough. Not a huge fan of the track limits around this track. But he's a Division 2 driver. We'll see him tomorrow, hopefully, and he will be bringing his talent to Division 2. And I think he can contend, for sure. He can definitely contend. Let's watch the Ferrari boys. Meanwhile, Sketchy Crib does pit off of his hard tyres after Penguin Jelly. As Newton Killer flies past Peter Taplin, you've got to think team orders there. Being told, Pete, do not hold up your teammate. He is much faster than you, and he doesn't drive off the track every opportunity he gets. Through the first few corners, Pete needs to try to stick with him, see if he can get some DRS off him. He dragged along. Pete's actually undercut Sketchy Crib by 3 seconds as Sketchy Crib clips the grass. Almost sent him into the wall, but he just about caught his car. That could have been disaster. That could have been a nightmare. Sketchy Crib has some skills by himself all the way up in P2. And as we said, if he does not need to pit, he could be on for some serious points here. This could be a good result for Crystal Skills. And we've got Warman still out in front, still driving around like a bell end. Oh yeah, well mate, you're so fucking fast. Oh man, he's won like 1 race this season. Now we have definitely reached a stage of the race now where I am bored as fuck. I'm desperate for this to end. It does end sooner rather than later, but we've still got another 12 laps of this racing. Penguin Jelly now up to 15 seconds, if I'm correct. I am correct. Well done, me. Yeah, he's having a tough time out there, bless his heart. Really struggling to just keep that car in the white lines. Pete doing a very good job of sticking with Newton. Now, what is the... So at the moment he is going to beat Sketchy Crib and Kingspin. Kingspin, stellar drive by the way, up into P7. Good recovery so far. He could get top 5 maybe. You never know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just here. Chetty's still going on these parts as well. I don't know why he hasn't pit yet. Strange one from him. But as long as Pete is in the DRS of his teammate Newton Killer, it's going to be difficult for Sketchy Crib to close that gap, even though he is on the fresh medium tyre. As Chetty now does pit, he's going to gamble on the soft tyre maybe. Kingspin picks up another 3-second penalty. No, it would just be the medium for Chetty, but he did lengthen that hard stint quite significantly. Now Pete just needs to keep this car within track limits. He can't afford to go to 12 seconds of penalties if he wants to try and beat Sketchy Crib. Let's actually move this to leader because I want to see if Newton's maybe closing this gap or not. Not that I expect him to challenge Warman, but just intriguing to see. That's Penguin getting on. Penguin is 6 seconds ahead of Chetty, but unfortunately has about 15 seconds of penalty, so it doesn't mean too much. Like Kingspin though, how many has he got? 9 seconds on Kingspin. It's going to be difficult to build a 9-second gap for Kingspin, but Penguin with a great debut race. I thoroughly enjoyed his driving. Maybe shouldn't be burning his battery right now. He's going to end up going side by side with Kingspin through the final corner. Kingspin didn't fight it though. I think maybe a bit of ERS management could benefit Penguin Jelly right about now. Doesn't need to be burning, didn't need to burn down that back straight. Could have got the move down to turn 1 instead. But he did get done. 13.5 seconds separate Newton and Warman. Let's come down by about half a second. So Newton definitely driving fast, but not fast enough. And Pete's still just doing a great job. I'm trying to figure out where this would. So, right. So obviously Warman wins the race. Newton is trying to close in on Skills. That's a 6.5, 7 second. Oh, Skills pits. Okay, so alright, so Newton is now on P2 for sure. What about the gap? So I think, oh, he's gone for softs. He's going to be rapid at the end. What is this gap between Pete? So Pete is just about holding on to this gap to Sketchy Crib, so he will be P3, I believe. If I'm reading this correctly, which I believe I am. Yes, I am. I am so smart at reading. Sketchy Crib, ooh, bit of a mess there. And that will not help his charge towards Pete, which has been very, very slow, if not non-existent. Ferrari boys still working together. We're seeing the critical skills pit. Does that mean we are expecting Warman 7 to pit? I think if you're Warman, if you can take these tyres to the end, you don't pit. Because I don't think he's going to lose 12 seconds in the next 8 laps. And at the same time, I think if he pits now, yeah, he probably rejoins in like 5th. But it's just unnecessary. He has to try and get back towards the front. King's been up into P5 now, by the way. But he will have a very angry critical skills charging onto him. She sets a new fast lap of the race on 12-lap-old hards. Well, that could do it for Peter Taplin his hopes of a podium. Another 3 seconds, so he's now got 6 seconds more than Sketchy Crib. Critical Skills needs to make the most of these soft tyres whilst he can. Ooh. He's got Penguin Jelly and Kingspin in front. Penguin Jelly going to get the move done fairly comfortably. Just needs to manage the ERS critical skills. Needs to try and get to a full battery. Kingspin, oh, I thought he was going to have a look down the inside into the hairpin, but doesn't do it on this occasion. Can Skills get the drive out of the corner? He's still the traction compared to the hards. Gets a good run. Pulls alongside Kingspin. He may even go 2 for 1 here. He does. He gets Penguin Jelly as well. But Sketchy Crib now picks up a penalty. So Pete now back on for P3. That is big, big, big. Big for Peter Taplin, who is now probably P4 because Skills isn't too far behind. What's that gap? The 3, 9.2. So Pete could get P3, could get P5. Not too sure how it's going to go. Side by side through turn 4 between Kingspin and Penguin. Very respectable from the pair of them. Good racing. Penguin gets the position. I suspect Pete's tyres maybe starting to fall away now. As maybe his tyres aren't falling away, but I think Newton's could be. Oh, look at that. No rear grip through the hairpin. Car loses the rear end. And Sketchy Crib, who's been about 3.5 seconds behind for most of the stint, was 2.6, and now he's going to lose a shitload of time down the straight again. So again, Pete doing enough to take P3 home. Would be a 2-3 finish for the Ferrari boys, but it is close and he needs to manage this gap for the next 6 laps or so. Is Chetty doing anything other than driving like a retard? Doesn't look like it. Warman looks set to win this race. Doesn't look like he's going to have to pit again. So he very comfortable. 2.5 the gap. You see how much time Sketchy Crib does gain through sector 1 and 2, but then loses so much of it again when Pete uses his DRS. And actually Pete is going to burn here, and he's going to retake P2 on track from Newton. He didn't fight it too much. Again, these two teams work together. Messy chicane, to say the least, from Pete. They have opted for the swap. Pete needs to get his foot flat to the floor. Newton is fairly comfortable. Pete just looks like he's struggling. I know why they swapped, because the ERS that Pete had in reserve. And look at the rear. Only 13 laps on these tyres, and they are struggling big time. Sketchy Crib has gained a huge amount through sector 1 and 2 again. Now, will we see Newton fly back past, retake control of the Ferrari pairing? As Pete didn't feel like taking the corner, apparently, or he did, but wanted to maybe hit the wall on the way or something, I don't know. Sketchy Crib now within touching distance of these two. They are cooked. Or sorry, Pete is definitely cooked. Critical Skills, I think his tires maybe have already started to go. He's got P4 on the table for him here. He can drive like a driver, I believe. 9 seconds. Yeah, he's currently in the 9-second gap he needs to be of Pete. So he just needs to hold it together, but these softs will continue to fade. 1.5, 1.6 the gap. Sketchy Crib so close to getting in their DRS, and if he does get in the DRS, then it will be wraps for Pete. 1.4. Sketchy Crib burning the last bit of battery he does have, just trying to minimise the DRS that Pete has got. Get on the podium, Sketchy Crib. Should have been on the podium last week, but made a terrible mistake in speeding under BSC. 1.6 the gap. Pete again will drive away down the straight, 2 seconds. Should really be running none down these straights. He's going to burn the battery. I don't know why he's burning the battery. He just needs to sit in none. Get that battery back up to 100% so you can have another charge if you need to. Sketchy Crib 2 seconds behind, and this could be about 1.2 by the time they reach detection again. Sketchy Crib can just have a good sector or two. 3 laps remain in this race. Oliver Warman with a very comfortable race win. Hitting under that safety car after starting on the mediums looked to be the strategy. Sketchy Crib losing the rear, which is going to cost him a couple tenths. I'll tell you what, he has not made the kind of inroads he would have wanted, and this is still on for Pete. This is definitely still on for Pete. Skills is actually fighting for P3 here, rather than P4. He's in the window to his teammate. The Critical Skills could find himself on the podium. Here goes Sketchy Crib burning up to 2%. It's going to be harming him so much. The lack of straight line speed he's going to have in comparison. Really aggressive on the curb there. It looks like his tyres are now starting to struggle quite a lot. 2.1 as Pete comes across the line. He needs another 9 tenths. I think Skills should have Pete wrapped up in a little bagel. He should beat Pete after penalties applied. As it stands, he will be beating Sketchy Crib, his teammate, to P3. 2.4. This is concerning for Sketchy Crib. He really does get some momentum going down to 1.4. Now that gap continues to grow as we're approaching the penultimate lap. Pete with a good amount of battery. Newton, huge mistake. Clark really stepped out on him there. And that's going to force Pete to go through, maybe a lap earlier than he would have liked. He's going to burn everything he has. I probably want to burn everything there. It's interesting from Pete. Now, does Newton maybe back off and try hold up Sketchy Crib? Doesn't look like he's going to. I think he's just going to drive like a driver. And there we go. 3 seconds is now the gap between Sketchy Crib and Peter Taplin. 2, 7, 6, yeah. Newton seems to really be struggling on these mediums now. I think letting Pete go was the move. I do wonder, is Newton looking to play the team game here? He needs to be careful to not let Sketchy Crib into his DRS too early. He's done that. He's done a good job. Sketchy Crib will not have DRS. 2.7 the gap. But if Newton can maybe just hold up Sketchy Crib on this final lap, we cut back to Warman, who is lapping Rafael Fisioteliapa as Chetty spun or something. He's so arse, this kid. So, on to the final lap. Let me figure this out. Pete's actually on for P2. Sorry, P3. He is holding that gap down to Skills as well now. Here comes the holding uppage from Newton Killer. Remember, Pete needs a 3-second gap. Sketchy Crib doing everything he can, having a little look on Newton. He's having to remain so patient, and Newton barely accelerating out of the chicane. And you know what? I think this is going to secure Pete. P3. At the moment, he's just 3 tenths ahead of Critical Skills. Skills going to need a wonderful final sector if he wants to try and beat Pete. I believe Sketchy Crib now realising that P3 is not on the cards for him today. He's 4 seconds. Oh, what's happened there? Kingspin looks to have maybe tried to take out Critical Skills. Sketchy Crib will get the move done on Newton Killer. I think Kingspin's a terrorist. There we go. I'm so confused. What just happened? Picked done enough to get P3. And I think maybe a slight helping hand from Kingspin. There's a car there. So the Williams boys will have to set for P4 and P5. Newton and Pete work together to get second and third. Warman takes the race win as we expected for a long time. Penguin Jelly, P6, great drive from him. Kingspin disappointed with 7th place. He qualified up in 3rd, but numerous incidents throughout the weekend. And Chetty is bad at the game, which we knew. Kingspin's control disconnected and nearly killed. Oh, okay, so nothing intentional there from Kingspin. But has he got driver of the day? To be fair, I don't think. What is that? I don't think Skills was going to get Pete. I think it did maybe cost him the gap to Sketchy Crib, but I don't think it'll be too disappointed. The Williams boys still bring home the same amount of points. And Che actually got P7 in the end. That's how many penalties Kingspin had. Bloody hell. Yeah, only 10 finishes in the end. So it's just truly appalling driving from everyone. But, you know, at least we had 14 drives to start with. And at least this is over now. So I can give my voice a rest. Because that was a long race. It stayed fairly interesting. It looked like it was going to get a bit boring, but we had a little bit of a fight towards the end. Not on the track, but in terms of penalties. Well done to Pete. Holding on to P3. A good drive from him. Shame that he can't keep his car within the white lines. Penguin Jelly picking up 21 seconds in the end, by the way. Not a single attempt to stay on the track by the looks of it. But yeah, that is me done for tonight, guys. We'll be back next week for a track. I don't know, and I don't care. We'll be back next week, though. Make sure you're there tomorrow night to see me continue to dominate Division 2. Because everyone in there is shit, and I'm the best. I include Chetty in that. Proud of me for once. I remember Imola last season where I came close. It's not Warman's first ever win, is it? Warman, I'm always proud of you and your little legs, buddy. You did a good job. Yeah, make sure you're there for Newton Killers commentary. First win on track, okay? Newton Killers commentary of Division 2, accompanied by one of the other retards. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys. And just have a good week. And remember to, as my idol would always say, be Ream.